Manteca has changed since the last time Jake saw it, but a lot of familiar faces are still there. And one of the people we were really hoping to speak to was Matt Nozaki, or, as most people seem to know him, Fuji. Fuji was the 17-year-old with a room in his parents' backyard. While living on the streets, Jake and Renee spent a lot of nights crashing there. Fuji was never charged, but at one time, investigators believed Fuji had played a role in Renee's murder. They thought this because their key witness, 14-year-old Josh Burrows, claimed Fuji was present when Renee was killed.
Josh Burrows. Describe him a little bit to us.
He was just this little kid who wanted to be a gangster so bad, and all he did was lie to his friends to try to impress us. He's always been a fibber, a liar. You can't trust him. He steals, he lies. He was just a bad kid.
Josh Burrows' stories about what happened to Renee have been hanging over Fuji for all of his adult life, but he'd never seen or heard what Josh said for himself. All he knew was what police told him Josh had said.
Have you ever seen his interview tape with the cops?
No.
Do you want to see a clip of it?
Sure, I'll watch a small clip. Jeez, how young he was.
So, is it possible that Fuji saw this happen too? Do you think he saw it happen?
I don't know.
As far as you know, he was up in the party or at Home Depot up until that point. And you got a little bit excited after all this went down, I would assume. You were a little concerned and nervous and all that?
Mixed feelings like, oh my god.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to do, huh?
And I went straight home, and I don't think I got home that late because my parents didn't complain when I woke up.
You can hit pause, Fuji.
A lunatic.
What he's talking about basically alters the course of your life.
Yeah. And it is just kind of being shoved in which direction to say. It's like he doesn't want to say me, but then they're making him. I think right there for like a month or two, Josh thought he was the most important person in Manteca, and it was probably important to him, even though he was just messing everybody's life up.
Tell me how this all impacted you. What happened and what sort of chain of events did it set off for you?
You know, this little town, people like to rumor a lot. And, you know, people start changing the stories to keep going it to make me seem more like a monster. So people didn't even know anything about the case and were just assuming that I did something with it. So it really fucked me up, my reputation around this town. It was pretty rough. I had to drop out of school. I tried leaving Manteca for a couple years, but I ended up moving back. But yeah, it was pretty rough.
And did people ever come up to you and say that they thought that you were involved?
I've had a lot of people do that. I've had people kick me out of parties saying that I was involved with it, and you need to leave or we're gonna beat you up. I remember I was at a school and someone wrote "Fuji is a murderer" on the whiteboard, and like everybody just laughed and teachers didn't even grill anybody to try to see who did it. It was like the last week I was there before I left.
So how did that make you feel?
I just felt like no one believes me. No one believes what I'm fucking saying. Everybody's gonna believe shit from other people that know nothing about the case. And it was pretty tough. I don't know, fucked up.
Like your friends, did they think you were involved?
I did have a couple good friends that had my back, but the whole town just seemed like everybody in my age group that I didn't really know, people that didn't even know me, just already thought it without even meeting me. Even to this day, I still get like shit maybe once or twice a year from some idiot at a bar. They go, oh yeah, we know you did something, had to do something with it. Like what? What do you think I did?
Take me back to the first day you realize you're sort of a suspect in this. Like, what goes through your head, like when the cops pick you up?
Well, they showed up to question me. I didn't think anything of it. And then they came again to question me again, and I was like, I don't really want to talk to you anymore. I already told you everything. And then the third time they came with the search warrant, and then that's when the rumors started flooding town. They tore apart my room, they took a bunch of random shit. They found a small bag of weed in my room I totally forgot about. They wanted to keep fucking with me, and that people started saying, oh, he's always talking to the cops, he's always doing this, they think he did it. Rumors start flying, and the cops didn't care. They just looked like they were just rushing the case. They wanted to pin it on anybody they could.
What did your parents say when this happened?
They would tell the police my son's a good kid and stuff like that. I think they believed everything I said. I think they know they raised a good kid that wouldn't do something like that.
In many ways, you feel like your life was stolen from you as well. And I mean, how does it feel to see this for the first time?
I believe this idiot fucked my life up. I mean, it's too late to change it now, though. No point in keep being mad about it, I guess.